Love this. I love this.
Yeah, and
So guys, I'm done now with the meeting, and I just thought, I just remembered that it's actually my younger brother's birthday, so I just want to wish him, today I'm celebrating him. Today is all about him. I just want to wish him a happy luck, and maybe when he's at school, you'd be able to celebrate and smile because of what I'm going to do for him. Hey guys, what's happening? Lesiba Mothupi. Obviously, as you did see, from the start we literally came to the office and we had a morning meeting, and afterwards, I just had to celebrate my brother, because today is the day where my brother is also going through his day. And after that, I just didn't take some few shots of that moment where actually exercising, doing my morning workout routine. So you guys do know that on this journal that I have this side, it's the goals that I've actually put for the day. So I hope that you guys did see the previous videos that I do have on goal setting. If you didn't, just check out my previous videos, guys. I'll make sure to just just go on my old YouTube videos and check on goal setting and stuff. You'll be able to find that. So today's topic, we're actually speaking about cryptos. Today's topic, obviously I did tell you guys that I'm dedicating 10,000 hours into learning about the crypto market, and so far I'm excited. I see some progress, I see some profits and all those things. But I want us to break down some of the things or some of the ways that I'm able to move forward with it, because I want to remember my main purpose of this channel is to help people be able to get education or to get a skill at a much more quicker rate, you understand? So with me dedicating 10,000 hours, and I make this one simple YouTube video, you don't have to go out there and learn the whole 10,000 hours. You can just watch one video and then boom, you've got it down, and then you watch the next one that I'm gonna be dropped, then you've got it down. And obviously, I'll still be coming back also with my US30 videos. Obviously, I'm seeing some more potentials. I'm actually even improving my skills. The most important thing that I believe in is improving skills. So let's get straight to it. So like I did say on the previous YouTube video, the most important thing that I actually do use is altcoin trader. Let me just come here so you guys can be able to see. I use altcoin trader. So this is where I'm out logging. This is where I actually make my transaction. This is where I'll buy and then I'll even sell. Let's say what I do is that I'll take my money and then I'll deposit it into my altcoin trader funds. And once I've deposited into the they'll give me account numbers and all those things, then I'll send it through using my FNB or whatever bank that I'm using. Then once it starts to reflect, which it normally takes 3 to 5 minutes, it will reflect in my altcoins. So what I do is that now I buy Bitcoins. So I'll transfer that money from being ZAR into Bitcoin money, you understand? So I'll just go buy Bitcoins with the total amount of money that I have. Once I've got those Bitcoins, that's when I go to Coinbase. Let me just search it here so it doesn't. That's when I'll come to Coinbase. Once I've got into Coinbase, one thing that I do is that I'm able to automatically take the Bitcoins, move it over to Coinbase, hold it as assets. Like Coinbase, I prefer holding them as asset type instead of trading them. You can trade on Coinbase, but I'm much more comfortable with trading on Binance, you understand? So these are the 3 platforms that I was able to come up across. So obviously, in terms of Binance and Coinbase, I've got the links that you can just simply press down in the description. You'd be able to see. But let's get straight to my purpose for today, which is unpacking Bitcoin, seeing what's actually going on, and then also moving and seeing Ethereum. So with this one here, you can see, I think the previous week we were looking at moves such as here, price came and then it broke above here. It broke just above here, and as soon as it broke above here, this previous resistance broke and then it impulsively went up. Then it formed some sort of resistance here, but it still continued pushing upwards, and then it broke above this specific area right here. But you can see with this one here, it didn't actually close above it. It just created some few weeks and weeks and weeks. Then it came back to retest here. So I'll show you guys on the 4-hour how it came to retest. So I'll also go on the Binance app and show you guys how I was able to transfer, how I was actually able to execute a trade using Binance, because what I've done is that instead of just on Coinbase, I'm actually able to hold it as assets, but now on Binance I'm actually able to execute trades and stuff, which is cool. But with this one here, and then you can see we had our previous resistance here, resistance price, boom, it shot up on the 4-hour chart. Then it gave us this double top. then it went down, and then now it played around here on resistance. Now, so you can see how it respects. I love the fact that it actually does respect. I went as low as the 1 hour chart, and then on the 1 hour chart I was also interested as soon as I saw this beautiful head and shoulders pattern. Those head and shoulders right here, boom. So price went up, it done its thing, and then it went up. So I didn't buy it somewhere here. I think because at this time, you know, I was still a bit skeptical. I was still even learning, because even now I'm not too perfect in terms of placing trades, knowing what I'm doing into, like, you know, the perfect way. But I was still learning all those things. So the only way that I was able to execute a trade was when price actually broke above here and then came back. And then after I've seen this dodgy candlestick here, that's when I put my buys, and then, you know, stop loss just below here. And then boom, price went up. As you can see, price went up. So this one here is just like, you know, that long-term type trade. So I'll just have to see how I'm gonna be trail stopping it and all those things, you understand? So that's with this exact trade BTC. So obviously first target is here. We're looking at 3.9%, but to be honest, it's much more bigger than this, because now what I'm doing is that there's two different ways you can trade the crypto, but you can still hold it. So trading it, you can still capitalize from those short-term entries, you understand, that buy, you sell at a higher price, maybe when it's dropping you sell, you buy at a higher price, that type of thing. But if you actually would love to, like, you know, hold it, it's even nicer. Like once you've got those bitcoins, the more it goes up, even if you are making profits, you know, buying and selling stuff, you're still gaining the value because it's still going up, you know, it's still going up. So the price is still going. It's like, let's say you've got USD, you change your ZAR to USD, maybe at that time it's like $10 is equals to 100 USD, and then you do exactly that. You take 100, then you buy $10. Once you've got $10, then price goes up, USD goes up to from being 100 rands to being 150, you understand? So you don't know, you've made a profit from that gain of USD moving from 100 to 150. Then if you've also traded it, then you've also made those smaller profits, or those profits that can add up into those bigger numbers in the long term. So I love that. And see here, also on the 4 hour, we've got the left shoulder head right here, and then right shoulder right here. So even on the 4 hour, we are still going up, guys. So we are still going up all the way up until here. So this is something that most people are gonna be like, okay, no, you can't really say that can happen and stuff. But this is what I'm seeing, and this is most definitely likely to happen. So I'm happy. I'm happy with this. So let us take a look at Ethereum. Okay, so same thing with this. Previously you can see price has been moving downwards just like this, and then automatically, I drew my structures right here. First, second touches, it broke out nicely here. It wasn't as impulsive, it wasn't a clean breakout, but it came back to retest. So once it came back to retest, then also it's supported by a head and shoulders, guys. Remember, a lot of people are now going to be using Ethereum. Like, even if this is just something that you can know and take advantage of. A lot of money is going to the digital world, you understand? So a lot of people are now investing into digital money. Like, these are things that, like, it's news, it's things that you can actually follow and know about. So even if you just hold into digital money, so you are going to benefit from all of that. Once people are actually aware, you already have some of these things, so it's much more safer. And boom, we head and shoulders on the daily. Let's go on the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, you can see once price started playing around here, I had my resistance area here. So I was like, if price happens to close above here, that's when I'd enter. So I only done this on the 1 hour chart. As you can see, price closed somewhere above here, and then boom, we're able to execute entries here. I think I had a buy stop or something, but we're able to execute entries here. And then now we are just moving a bit more to the upside. So it's the same thing that I'm seeing with Bitcoin. This one here, we're still going higher. It's going much more higher than we are seeing. First target, which is here. Obviously, I still take the same technicals and the same methods that I've been trading in the currency, also in the indices. I look at the fact that, okay, what is the returns? Like, is it giving me more than 3%? Then sure. If it's giving me, I'm more likely to enter. And yeah, that's what I'm seeing for Ethereum. So just by coming down here, this is the trade that I was able to catch right here. Let me just do this. Okay, so I just put like a few capital on this just so I can play around. And one of the methods that I was able to do is that I came, yeah, let me just show you guys, walk you guys through how I was able to play around. Yeah, I came here by trade. I'm not sure if it's one of the most righteous things that I could do. I came here on trade and I converted. Then I went from I had bitcoins there, so I went from my Coinbase Bitcoin, and then I sent them. So I took my address. So yeah, I actually came here on this deposit action, but for me it was a bit more simple because it was my first deposit. So first deposit, it just appeared on it appeared there on the home screen, and then as soon as I was here, I deposit. So you need to deposit some capital into here. I went to deposit, then I said coin, then I said Bitcoin, deposit to Bitcoin, and then it gave me this, and then I copied the address. Then I went to my Coinbase. I said send money. So after send money, I put my address, my Bitcoin address, and then within like it didn't take long. They said it will take 30 minutes, but it took less than 10 minutes. The money already had reflected. You can see this is the previous deposit that I done just today, and as soon as we were done here, I went to convert. I converted that Bitcoin to USDT. So I came here and I was like, I went to Bitcoin, I took Bitcoins, then I went to USDT. So USDT is like, they made it like be a coin that is like, a bit more, much more easier to use. Like USDT, one USDT is equals to $1, something like that, I believe. So one USDT is equals to $1. So it's much more simpler to trade with, you understand? So I done that. I've been watching just some videos that I took that from, and I just put there, I went max. Okay, I went max, took all those Bitcoins, they moved to USDT, and then I said enter, it converted, and then now I've got my USDTs now. So I went back to trade and I went to the advanced section because I believe that like all these ones are a bit more too basic. I went to the advanced sections and I've seen that as one of the best ones that I can trade with. And already I came here and I can start looking for whatever that I'm looking for. So let's say if I want to trade Bitcoin against USDT, I can get, it's already, this is Bitcoin. This is one of the trades that I was actually looking at. I think it was last week before last week, yeah, on the 9th, I was looking at this trade, see how far it went, and then it just started playing out. But I didn't take this trade. So this is like when I want to look for USDT, and I just came straight to Ethereum, ETH/USDT. Here it is. Okay, so as soon as I got it right here. I didn't change anything. These indicators that you guys are seeing here, I didn't put them. I just got them like this, so I just left them. I do my analysis on TradingView, even though this is TradingView, but I do my analysis on my beautiful platform that I'm using here. So I'm safe. I don't mind all these things being here. And then what happened as soon as I got here? So I saw from one videos they say that like order book, this is like your prices, this is like the most highest price that a seller is willing to sell, this is the most lowest price that the seller is willing to sell, and this is the buy area side, this is the most highest price that someone is willing to buy, and this is the most lowest price that someone is willing to buy. So I went all the way to the lowest price that someone is willing to sell, and then I pressed on it, and then it came here. You can see I went to limit. Yeah, I think there's the limits. And instead of market, it's on limit. I went to the lowest that someone is willing to sell, and then I entered my amount. So I decided, you can decide whether you're going in 20%, 5%, 10%. And then once I was done, it will show me how many USDT. So I think this is equivalent to like, $53. And as soon as I done that, I said buy. And then that's when, my orders, like that's when I done my order somewhere here. And yeah, that's me moving forward. So that's like just how I played around with placing my very first trade in the crypto market. So one thing that I'll do is that if you guys obviously do want more videos that I walk you guys through how that whole transaction, moving funds from this one account to this one account, not even that, also being able to just dive in a bit more deeper and place trades and manage some of those trades and stuff, then you can let me know. But I believe the next video that I'm dropping, it should be on US30, because I've been seeing a lot of potential on US30. I've been seeing the market pushing a bit more upwards on US30 too, so I want us to cover a bit more on that. I've seen it moving a bit more volatile nowadays, so I just wanted to focus on studying its movements, seeing, letting it actually play out the way that it has to play out, then I can enjoy the ride. But also one trade that we caught on US30, the most latest trade, it was a beautiful one. I even shared it. I think I shared this one here with the members. It was somewhere here. It's been a young while ago, but it was somewhere, yeah, this trade right here. So this is a trade that we spoke. We had a live session. I think we also pointed it out on the YouTube. I'm not too sure where the live session, we were like, it's either price is gonna go down or price has to go up. And then I took some buys here, had stop losses here, and then price went and started shooting a bit more upwards. But as soon as price started giving these rejections, obviously you can see there's this potential to go up. Price went up, and then you hit targets, which is here. The first initial target was here, and we're looking to go a bit more deeper. But so far it looks good, and yeah, I just can't wait to unpack and cover this for you guys. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'm actually want to do something different now. This year I want to do shout outs. I want each and every member that actually comments, and the one that actually takes up my attention, I want to just give a shout out. So make sure that you do leave those comments, and I will gladly be able to just mention you guys' names and also mention what you guys' hustle is and stuff. So I'll see you guys on the next video. It's a boy, Lesiba Mothupi. Let us continue growing and improving our skills. Because like guys, to be honest, for me to do this, I'm trying to show you guys that you shouldn't be looking at one thing. At the time when I was still pushing, learning about the markets and stuff, I was driving Uber, you understand? While driving Uber, I was making income from Uber, I was making income from the markets, I was making an income from the affiliate side of things, I was making income from this. I was already trying to figure myself out, even though I knew my passion, everything that I was looking at was on the markets, I was on the currency market. But I was doing that, and if I stuck with it, I wasn't gonna know that, like, I'm gonna excel on the indices market. So last year, I think it was last of last year, when I started, no, yeah, I think it was last of last year, when I started getting into the indices, same thing. I sat down, I didn't close my mind in terms of, I just want to, master the currency. Your top people, your George Bezos, not George Bezos, your George Soros, your Ray Dalio, all these people, they're not just looking at one specific thing, like let's say your GBP, JPY. Yes, you master that in terms of understanding your psychology, understanding your strategy, understanding the way that you see the markets. Once you've mastered and you've got that, then now you become a doctor of that. And once you become a doctor of that, then you start taking all that is working, and then you learn other new things that you can see so now you are learning new things, but with a much more better skill. Let's say now someone that hasn't learned the technical side of the markets, there's people out there that have been trading crypto for years, but because they're not looking at the same way that I see the technical side of things, definitely we're not going to be capitalizing the same on the markets. Things are not going to be the same. So the most important thing for you is that you need to master that specific skill that you are learning. But while you are mastering that skill, open up your mind into learning new skills. There's businesses that I'm launching, there's businesses that I've launched, private businesses, public businesses, and things that I'm actually involved in that, I'm excited every single day. I'm happy to just wake up and do whatever that I'm doing, because I know that at the end of the day, this is going to change someone, this is going to help someone. Otherwise, I would have literally just stuck my head into looking at the currencies, traded by myself, make $10,000 a month. That's comfortable for me to live and to live with. I'm happy, I'm rich. When you're making $10,000 a month as your income alone, that's happy. But because we've got bigger goals, we've got bigger dreams, obviously we're looking into doing what? Into capitalizing. I want to open the specific business so I can employ these types of people. I want to do this so I can take these people and give them nice jobs and stuff. I want to open this types of business because I want to now help this specific types of people. I want to focus more on this type of things because I want to help this specific, you understand? So that's how we should be seeing things. And if you're not seeing things that way, then you're not on our side. But if you are seeing things that way, make sure that you like and make sure that you're subscribed. So by Lesiba Mothupi, see you in the next video.